miss you too. Today, what's today? Today is June 18th.
June 19th. We are.
And it, also, wait,
Yeah.
is Juneteenth? Is that like tomorrow? Is it the June 19th, like the whole Mishagat? Whatever. It's also, more importantly, it's Yud Bet Sivan.
Right.
As you can see, I'm growing up my beard, which is very exciting. I actually got on the phone with my dad yesterday. He's like, "Oh my God, please shave it. You look like one of them," which is very interesting.
It's funny because you were thinking the other way around, no?
What do you mean?
That it makes you more Jewish.
Yeah, but it kind of grows out this way, and like it's short on top, so you know.
I don't know. I think you look like more Jewish. That's my opinion.
Baruch Hashem.
Brings out your neshama, your soft side, which is always good. And to sweeten the intensity of Yosef Aharon with more rachamim. So here we are.
Also, I heard yesterday. I learned yesterday that according to the Zohar, beard is Chesed.
That's right. Chesed, rachamim, Yud Gimel Midas Harachamim. There's apparently different points. It's also the idea, the concept. I mean, I know what we're talking about beards, but the idea that the surah of a tzaddik, the beautiful way of a righteous person should look, all down in the Torah is connected to the beard and hair.
Listen, today I don't know why it hit me today. I was shliach tzibur at Shacharit this morning, and the word right before Shema Be'ahava, it really just hit me today. And Ahava, as we know, is gematria 13, right? And 13 is Yud Gimel Midot, but the bet, you multiply it. 13 and 13 is Yud Kei Vav Kei, which is just Kadosh Baruch Hu's. So I don't know why it hit me, and
beautiful deep concept. Now, what we want to discuss today is not about Trump and not about Bibi. That's the whole point of the title. Is right now, for example, I just want to give a little intro of why I thought this title was important.
But before we do that, aren't we singing a nigga?
We should sing a song. Can I just give a little insight why I learned the title first?
Sure.
The song, just so they can think about it. Amen. So the idea that we have Trump, this person who potentially could be the next, and hopefully will be the next president of America, and we have Bibi right now, who's just dismantled the war cabinet and pretty much is the main, say over here. Obviously, he has a democratically elected Knesset over there, and so they're together working. It's not like he's a dictator, and same with Trump would never be a dictator. This whole thing of like trying to make them more than they are, or
less than,
or compare them, God forbid, to names like Hitler, Machshaman. I'm only saying this, the name, just so you can understand, not because we should ever give any credit to that name. It should be deleted and erased from history, but, and all that it represents. But the concept that, for example, right now on Netflix, there's a documentary. These documentaries are unbelievable that they're creating nowadays in terms of taking old footage, cleaning it up, making it coloured. It's unbelievable. Hopefully it's all real. It's not like AI or anything, but it's real footage and it's been edited with honesty and clarity. So that's a great thing. The only problem is some of the historians have agendas, and it came up in watching about Evil on Trial, I think it was called, that suddenly a few of the historians started making very subtle or not so subtle attempts to compare Hitler, Machshaman, to Trump in this historical documentary, like as if his Mar-a-Lago and all these other things, the sort of the personality he has, is heading in that way.
The unfortunate truth is that everybody nowadays only has an agenda.
Yeah.
And
I just want to watch history. I don't want to hear their opinion
there is no more
of
history.
Current politics in a historical documentary.
That doesn't exist
quoting
anymore.
Those insinuations.
Even the books that I studied with as a child or a teenager or whatever, that within itself had its own agenda.
Yeah.
Everything is an agenda. It's sad, but it's true.
So we have to sift. We have to sift it. We have to. Same with Bibi, that making all this Benjamin Netanyahu, making all this negativity. Even Rav Shlomo, it said in his Shir David, Leil Shabbos, when he came back, and he said that people were screaming at him that Benjamin's killing babies. I mean, that's what people are screaming in the streets of Toronto.
Well, here's the problem.
And in the supermarkets.
The problem is that the media in and of itself is showing one side of the equation. There was a kid who just did it from the beginning of the war, which was the beginning of the school year last year, a kid in New Jersey. He had his professor basically throughout the entire year, he was just taking notes. He's a Jewish kid in a public school, taking notes, and the fact that Hamas attacked Israel on October 7th and the atrocities that they did wasn't even mentioned.
Wow.
It's almost as if Israel just went on the offensive and just decided to, mutilate, destroy 30,000 people, which isn't even the real number. They've come out. Just the world is trusting a terror organization, not trusting the only democracy in the Middle East. And that just goes to show you the state of the world. But before we get into this dark hole, let's sing a niggin.
No, the only reason we brought it up.
Let's sing a niggin. Let's sing a
get
niggin.
people.
I need a niggin.
Sing a niggin.
I need a niggin.
Let's go.
Yiddy dine, diddy dine, 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 down. Diddy dine, 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 down. Diddy dine, diddy dine, 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 down. Diddy dine, diddy dine, dine, down. Dine, diddy dine, 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 down. Diddy dine, diddy dine, dine, down. Dine, diddy dine, 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 down. Diddy dine, diddy dine, dine, down. Yiddy dine, 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 oh, oh. Yiddy dine, 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 oh, oh, oh. Hi, 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 oh, oh. Yiddy dine, 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 oh. Yang diddy dine, dine, down. Diddy dine, dine, down. Dine, diddy dine, dine, down. I get it, dine, down. Diddy dine, dine, down. Diddy dine, dine, down. I get it, dine, down. Diddy dine, down. Diddy dine, dine, oh, oh. Diddy dine, dine, oh, oh, oh. Hi, 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 oh, oh. Hi, 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 oh.
So the opposite of everything we just discussed, and that's the point to go forward. We're sitting in the base midrash or the classroom right now of the
Shout out to Shirat David.
Shirat David community. They have Baruch Hashem, a beautiful community and center. We have the merit of 3 floors in this building. We have base midrash. We have the main sanctuary. We have upstairs the social. These are classrooms. This place is Gan Eden to be part of, and thank Hashem every day. We thank Rav Shlomo Katz, who sits over there often almost 3 times or 4 times a week. I think 4 or 5 even. 5 times a week giving shirim, and then the Shabbos upstairs on the Shabbat is awesome, and that's one of the songs we sing, the Chadodi. There's so much light and there's so much ability to go forward. That's what we want to help everybody to get out of these subjects that are difficult in terms of politically and all the different agendas, and to move into a focus of Chesed, because I do believe that with the less we're reliant on the government, the less we're caught up with the politics, and the less our minds are stolen by, God forbid, by media and whatever's coming next with AI, the more we're focused on what's in front of us, that we have a community and we can do Chesed, and the concept of just one Chesed, or Chesed as a balabayas, as someone who opens his home to so many people.
Well, Hashem, I think
The
the
impact
only
it
way
has
to
is so much more powerful than going on and on about these supposed, different issues about leaders that might not even affect our daily life in real ways.
I feel like the only way to really get by that is 2 things that we mentioned. One of them is Chesed, and the other one is just learning Torah.
Yeah.
Like the only way, because as we all know, the Torah Emet. That's what we should have said.
Moshe Emet. I think we did that once as well.
Yeah, we also did an apple thinking, but
yeah. No, Zush is also MS.
It's Emet, and we need to do it. We need to just cling to the Emet. We're there. Like it's the beginning. It's the beginning of the beginning, and we're getting closer. We're getting closer and closer. I actually, one of the things that I wanted to talk about is that, I was just in Florida. I was there for 2.5 weeks. I was there for business. I was there to fundraise, and
recap.
The thing that struck me the most was twofold. And Baruch Hashem, it's a good thing. You don't really see or feel the anti-Semitism in Florida as much as you do in some other places. Governor DeSantis is a boss, and he does what needs to be done. Anytime you have these things that happen on campuses, it was really dissolved within 15 minutes.
So that's the power of a leader, but the community, that's what I heard.
Right, so to me, they had a Kiddush at Boca Raton Synagogue for all those that are making Aliyah. I believe there were 8 families from BRS that are making Aliyah, which is very nice.
Shout out to the BRS community.
But a lot of people, and I've spoken to several. I bug my parents every time I speak to them about making Aliyah. The mentality amongst many is, well, I'll just wait for Mashiach to come. And my response to that, and I get it, because life there it's comfortable. It's good. Nice cars, big homes, working, whatever. Great weather, sunshine, whatever it may be.
Sun is shining, weather is sweet.
I get it, but it's very... Like I had a conversation with one of my friends, who I'm not going to mention, and we got into this. He's like, I'll just come when Mashiach comes. I'm like, well... And I made a face. He's like, what do you want from me? I'm like, do you know what I do every morning when I wake up? I wake up and say, I have my coffee. And as I'm sitting and drinking my cup of coffee, I'm thinking about what can I do today to help bring Mashiach to me. That's part of the mentality here amongst some, many, I don't know, in Eretz Yisrael. And I feel like that's something that's lacking a little bit in Chutz La'aretz, and I think it's something that we really need to be concentrating more on, regardless of who the leader is, right? Whether it's Trump or it's the other schmuck that's there now, or Bibi or whoever else, regardless of how I feel politically about either or both. And I think you guys pretty much know how I feel. You know, people, I'll come when Mashiach comes. What if the doors won't be open?
Yep.
Have you thought maybe if you guys come, he'll come
What
sooner?
if the property prices and inflation mean you don't have the financial ability? Right now you have it. You have the ability right now. You can go buy an apartment, beautiful apartment, in these different developments in Israel, and you can move, make it happen. You don't even have to move. You can at least have own property with intention to move. And so you're one more step closer, and you're invested in the Holy Land in a real way. But to just imagine it's always going to be this window open, like you're saying. And right now, financially is possible, but with the way the markets are going, who says it will be? It's going up and up and up. And we need to jump on it right now while the opportunity's there, still there. Yeah. So I think the point is going forward, the Real Kindness podcast is about helping us realize there is an urgency in our kindness. There is an urgency in our community involvement. There is an urgency in our love towards Eretz Yisrael, towards the Holy Land, and investing in it, investing in the people, investing in the land, investing in the mission of our people. As Avi Abela, I've been listening to him, and he's
awesome.
Yeah,
I love Avi.
he was on the
He's
beach
boss.
yesterday, I think, and he was just saying, like, cards straight out, like, we got to just call out our enemies for what they are. They were connected to Hitler legitimately, not just some random name. The Mufti was doing deals in real discussion with Hitler, and their mentality and ideology is very, very similar. And we have to understand that this is the real enemy out there. We have to call it out and say it. And then at the same time, we have to realize that we are on the side of light, on the side of Torah. We have to strengthen that truth that we have the best backup in the world. And we're not talking about America. We're talking about Hashem Yisborach himself.
See, I don't look at him as the backup. I look at him as the key
leader,
as the key, right? As the key force. But you know, the what Avi's saying about calling out the evil and whatnot. That's the Sumera. Right, but we still need to
Exactly.
We still need to do we still need to sue Merah.
No, but that's his Asay Tov is by going out to America and sharing that.
No,
like you did.
of course.
You were sharing it, I'm sure. You're a voice that not everyone was. He told me even the rabbi. You don't have to give me details, but even the rabbi you had to just chat with. You know, there's what to talk to everyone about. You know, like and sometimes when you're in person, it's a different level. Like when I went back to London in January, and I hope to be there again in November. They made a whole tea with all the family. I spoke about it around then. They even put it up, maybe a video of me being there in the clubhouse or whatever. But when I was with my family, I was over 40 people in my parents' home, and we spoke about the war. We spoke about a lot of things that they're not going to hear from the media, and was able to clarify that their own family member, my son, has been out in Gaza for now, currently holding 8 months. Back then it was about 4 or 5 months. And 8 months of just constant war with our enemies who really want to destroy us. If we are not destroying them, they will try and destroy us. It's a literal fight for survival, and that goes together with us supporting the soldiers. Thank God, whenever I've needed anything for my son, people have come forth, even yourself, with the cigarettes or whatever it is, people have come forth, and the chesed, the kindness, gives him that feeling of hope and love and support that gives him the strength to go do his mission successfully alongside all the other people. The fact my wife is so dedicated, She picks him up, she drives him, she this, she that, all the different things she does, prepares for him so much love and food and this and that, his room. Everything should be the best so that he can go back and carry on doing the mission to protect our people. And this all is built of kindness. This
I want to
this
share.
victory.
I think we can wrap up. But
Sure.
I want to share one story that happened towards the tail end of when I was in the States and when I got back here, and it's still in the works. And B'ezrat Hashem, we should hear something tomorrow or the day after. But while I think it was my last day in the States, or the day before my last day in the States, Jerry Latinik, the CEO of Chesed, reached out to me and said one of our donors is having a bat mitzvah for his daughter on, I think it's Monday, June 24th. And he wants to do something nice for soldiers. So he asked us to find 3 female soldiers. He wants to fly them in to New Jersey, put them up in a hotel, be misameach. They just want they want the soldiers to be misameach, the bat mitzvah girl, and just have like a 5-day vacation.
Wow.
So he's literally, I don't know, tickets are like $1,800 or whatever it is, a ticket, and putting them up in a hotel.
Wow.
For a week. You're talking about a $10,000 expense, which is crazy, and it's amazing. But these are the types of people that we have in the world. And these are the types of people.
We just had Johnny Yechiel walk in with a whole box of tzitzis because he's going to hopefully get them all ready for the soldiers. And
Johnny,
that's
say hi.
Hi. Yeah, Johnny, he's a big hero over here, bringing in tzitzis, carrying them. How long have you been doing that now? Since the beginning, no?
Yeah, since the beginning.
How many? Probably thousands? Coming to the camera. Johnny, this is an example. Real life, real time. Johnny is real time.
This is Yechiel, Johnny Stein, Tzaddik, Mamish Tzaddik, doing
Nothing compared to these guys.
No, we're כולם עמכי צדיקים. Okay, I guess from the cup. But yeah. So
Yeah, we've been tying sisters for the soldiers since the beginning. At the beginning, it was the massive gears. Everybody wanted to connect to Hashem, and the Hashem should protect them, so they wear their own protection. And now already we're talking about the next drafts over the summer.
Oh, Hashem, beautiful. Everyone's doing whatever they can in order to help out in whatever way.
This wasn't expected.
Can.
This is just.
Yeah, Johnny just popped in. Beautiful.
Literally everything. And the fact that we even sing, usually we're by Zera Shimshon, base Midrash, that these guys will get the Wi-Fi back there at some point. But shout out to Charles, who's heading back to America. And he's also someone who did a lot of chesed for the whole war and situation and supporting, and he'll please go from there. We would continue to do chesed. But the hope is all of us will return here.
Amen.
And I just want to shout out to just a few projects that I'm busy. Thanks for being here, Jonas.
Thank you, Yechiel.
It's the idea that we have the Unity Inspire projects. My concept as well is a focus to give everyone hope that there can be unity in our people, there can be unity through events and through projects together. And it's not something which we should take for granted, that we have so much talented speakers, musicians, creatives. For example, Nuriel, Yonatan Atias is one of the members of our Aharon and Shul and Shira David. It's such a merit to have him here.
Just had a baby boy.
Briss was out this world.
Amazing.
And he's an example of someone who I want to help him get more exposure, so his music, which is real legit, should get out. I just sent it to a big higher up in the music business, and he's taking a look into it.
Beautiful.
And that's the kind of kindness we can do for each other. If anyone has ability to share all the different Unity projects that I'm involved with, Unity bookings, Unity marketing, and my goal is to promote good people, good companies, good creatives, and get them out there more and more. So the positive, the light, the fact we're going forward, that should be the message that everyone should feel and resonate with. We're doing an event up here soon with Erez Safir, and he's going to bring in Moshe Gersh and Rav Shlomo, of course, and other people are going to be coming by, very special speakers and musicians, Yosef Aharon. We're going to have a whole beautiful setup, and the point is that all it takes is each individual within each community to reach out to all these different people like myself, like Erez, and like Yosef, who just want Chesed, to really create events, to create community gatherings which support kindness, which support truth and Torah. And on that level, I think we should sing Moshe Emes to end off. Moshe Emes,
Moshe Emes,
Moshe Emes, Moshe Emes, Moshe Emes,
I am, Ayin Adonai Moshe Emes v'Torah zo Emes
Moshe Emes v'Torah zo Emes
Moshe Emes v'Torah zo Emes Moshe Emes v'Torah zo Emes. See you guys next week. Thank you.
Much love.
Wow, it worked. First time in